The Nebraska State High School Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Morfisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
High school basketball broadcasts are presented by Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, Southeast Community College, Union Bank, the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office, Live Hydration Spa, Eustis Body Shop, DBAT Lincoln, Nebraska Ethanol Board, the Nebraska Sports Council, App Foundation Repair, A1 Automotive, High Electric, Aloe Fiber, Amigos Kings Classic, and the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert.
Good afternoon. Welcome in to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the Nebraska State Tournament. It's the first game of Class A girls action right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Game 3 of our 32 games this week. We've seen Scott Catholic, the boys, advance to the semifinal in Class B, and then we also saw Platteview come from behind and top Bennington thanks to a big game from Connor Milliken. Big second half, I should say. He was 2 of 14 from the first in the first half, finished with 35 total points. So just a tale of two halves in that one for Connor Milliken and the 4-seed Platteview Trojans. So that semifinal matchup is set up for 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday. We'll have that one for you right here on 93.7 The Ticket. But it is now time to turn our attention to Class A girls action. We have the number 8 seed Bellevue West Thunderbirds and the number 1 seed undefeated Millard South Patriots. Exciting one coming up for you guys. Once again, Nick Sainert with you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. DP will have the next game for you guys, which will feature Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest. The first taste of Lincoln flavor here at the 2022 state tournament will happen shortly after, I believe, 3:30 and about 3:45 or so. Barring any overtime games or anything like that. Both sides are about ready to take the floor one more time here. Good crowd on hand for the 1:30 tip-off between the Thunderbirds and the Patriots. Let's get you started first with the Thunderbirds. They're here because they were able to win on a buzzer-beating layup in the A7 district final against the Thunderbolts of Lincoln Pius X. They were able to, off of a sideline inbound play, find their post player down low, turn around, layup, and good as the horn sounded at Pius X to win the A7 district. So they are here as the 8th seed. Pius is still in this tournament. We'll hear from them at 6 p.m. tonight against Fremont. But for the Thunderbirds, they come in with an 18-6 record led by head coach Dane Bacon. In his 4th season, has an overall record of 49-44, has done a good job of turning around this program in the 4 seasons that he's been head coach. In 2019, he was 8-15 overall. In 2020, 10-14. In 2021, he was 13-9. And then now here we are, 18-6 this season in 2021-2022. It's Bellevue West's 12th trip, to the state tournament as a program, but it is the first time under Dane Bacon that they have reached PBA. They're 3-time champions. Last time they were crowned Class A champs was in 2010. So we'll see if they can make some magic happen. They're going to be going up against undefeated number 1 Millard South, the Patriots, led by head coach Bryce Myers. They beat Papio South in the district final last week. It's the 7th straight trip to the state tournament for the Patriots, 23rd all-time. I was talking to Rico and Nathan about 45 minutes ago, and this is as close to a dynasty as you can kind of get. Millard South played Bellevue West back on December 4th. They only won by 2. So it was actually the smallest margin that Millard South won a game this year. So with that being said, understand that this game, despite the seeding, despite the differential in records, this one could be close if Bellevue West can score the basketball. Millard South has blown out opponents 78-28, 75-46, 70-20, and 69-17. So they are used to being up and being ahead and winning by a lot of points. They average points around 70, 80 points per game in Bellevue West. They won their district final with a final score of 38 points. So that tells you that Bellevue West is going to need to score the ball if they want to stay competitive. We will do the starting lineups and kind of give you the lowdown on more on Millard South. When we come back, we have to pause for the national anthem, and they're going to announce the starters and non-starters here, but we're a couple minutes away from tip-off. It's a 1:30 p.m. matchup between the Thunderbirds of Bellevue West and the Millard South Patriots. Class A quarterfinal coming up next, live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. This is 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Challenge, archery, chess, foot golf, fishing. Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Faith Gilmore. Number 5, Mia McVeigh. Number 12,
Nick Sander back with you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. This is 93.7 The Ticket's broadcast of state basketball, the tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. This is the Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers pregame show. Visit any of their 4 locations today for lunch, dinner, and dessert. They're announcing the non-starters for each team, but we have the starters in line here for the Thunderbirds, the visitors in this afternoon's game. They come in once again with an 18-6 record. They won the A6 district final against the Thunderbolts. They're led by head coach Dane Bacon in his 4th year. First time as a program that they have made the state tournament under Dane Bacon, so pretty impressive season thus far for Bellevue West. The 5 that are taking the floor for Coach Bacon: number 0, sophomore guard Annika Brown, 9 points per game, shooting only 19% from beyond the arc. So one thing you'll notice from Bellevue West as I go through this, they are not very strong shooting the perimeter shot, just shooting 28% on the season as a team from beyond the arc. Number 2, Grace Schaefer will also be out there, a senior, averaging 6 points per game, averaging 11 boards per contest as well. Number 4, Kenzie Melcher. Number 21, Taryn Wharton. Number 50, Danny Peterson will also be out there rounding out the starting five for Coach Bacon. For the Millard South Patriots, they come in with a undefeated record, unblemished, 25-0. They have been dominant all season long. They've won 53 straight regular season matches, so just a really, really impressive couple of years. Led by head coach Bryce Myers, it's their 7th straight year in the state tournament, so really impressive performances from Millard South the last couple of years. Let's start with guards. Megan Belt, number 10 in white. She's a senior, averaging 11 points per game. She has finished her career undefeated, 51-0 at home. So she is dominant at home, and they are dominant on the road as well. Also out there with Belt, Alexa Finkenbeiner, junior, 4.2 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game as well. Out there with those two players, number 22, Cora Olson, a junior, 11.8 points per game for Coach Myers. Number 23, Maya Babbitt. You'll hear her name quite a bit. Mia Babbitt, 18 points per game, just a junior. She passed and 1,000 career points back on January 22nd when they played Elkhorn South. And then rounding out the starting five for head coach Bryce Myers, number 24, junior forward Chloe Lemon. We're about ready to get underway here. I want to point out something before we get rolling. With Millard South, they're undefeated, right? They're only starting one senior, and that's Megan Belt, who is averaging 11.1 points per game. Their leading scorer, Babbitt, is averaging 18 points per game. She's a junior. Chloe Lemon, a junior. Cora Olson, a junior. Millard South is here for the long haul, and for Bryce Myers, the head coach, it's just reloading and keep on chugging along, and that's what they've done the last couple years. I mentioned to Rico and Nathan a couple minutes ago, Millard South has had 7 straight 20-win seasons. They are 64-1. That's their record since 2019 against Omaha Metro teams, and they've beaten teams 78-28. They beat Lincoln Northeast 75-46. They beat Omaha South 70-20. They beat Omaha North 69-17 earlier this season. But guess what? When they played Bellevue West back on December 4th, it was a slim 2-point ball game. 57-55, Millard South took that one. So we will see what happens here. We're getting ready to tip things off. Lemon will tip things off for Millard South, and Bellevue West controls the tip. They're going right to left from my vantage point, wearing their black row jerseys. Millard South in their home whites with the word Patriots in script across the chest. Peterson has it top of the key for Bellevue West. Now hands it off to Melcher. She drives left side, stumbles a couple times, layup too strong, and rebound goes to Babbitt, and she will cross the timeline for Millard South. Still scoreless here. Babbitt will take a three from the top of the key, and it's good. Maya Babbitt gets the 3 to go, and it's 3-0 Millard South. Up the floor goes Peterson for Bellevue West. Layup is good on the right side. Off the assist from Kenzie Melcher. So great find by number 4 in black to find her teammate Danny Peterson on the doorstep of the hoop. Babbitt tries another three, this time from the left wing, no good, too strong, and Schaefer gets the rebound for Bellevue West. 3-2 Millard South here, first minute of action, live from Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class A girls quarterfinal. In the lane, driving, no good on the layup there by number 21, Tara Wharton. And here comes Millard South. Babbitt, left side, now gives it to Lemon, to Finkelbeiner, now back to Lemon. Kicks it out. Belt, 3-ball, right wing. No good, too strong. And the rebound will bounce out to Bellevue West Wharton. And now they will slowly bring it across the timeline. Megan Belt's there to greet Wharton across half court. Right side goes the Thunderbirds off the foot of Cora Olson. So that will go out of bounds off of Millard South. It'll be Bellevue West basketball. Thunderbirds inbound underneath their own hoop here. They find Peterson on the elbow. Now back out to Wharton. Wharton drives, now kicks back out. Annika Brown with it, just a sophomore guard. To Melcher, to Peterson, top of the key. Has a significant height advantage here on Babbitt. Right-handed layup, no good. And we have a late whistle called on Millard South as Peterson drove in the lane. We'll see who they get for the foul. There are a couple Patriots. All right, so Patriots foul on number 23, Maya Babbitt. That's her first. And so Peterson goes to the line to shoot 2, and she misses the first. 60% from the charity stripe this season. She misses the first. It's still 3-2. Millard South with a 1-point advantage. 6:06 to play, opening quarter. Class A girls quarterfinal here on the ticket. Peterson connects on the second one. We are tied up at 3 apiece. Finkelbeiner crosses the timeline for Millard South. She's greeted by Peterson. Top of the key is Finkelbeiner. Screen right by Olson. They learn a little pick and roll, and Peterson just tips it out from behind, out of bounds. So it'll be Millard South basketball underneath their own bucket. Just a little over 2 minutes into this one, and we're all tied up at 3. They inbound it. Olson can't hang on to it, but Megan Belt's there to corral the loose ball near the timeline. She has the top of the key, guarded by Schaefer of Bellevue West. Hands it off. Then now Babbitt with it. Left side, gets it stripped away and taken away by Wharton of Bellevue West, and she is fouled in transition. I believe they're going to get number 11, Alexa Finkenbeiner, so that's going to be her first. Alyssa Felstead has checked in for Bellevue West as Wharton takes a seat here early on. Brown finds Peterson, top of the key. Back to Brown, right wing. She drives, now kicks back out. Drives baseline, right-handed layup in traffic is good. Annika Brown with a smooth finish, and Bellevue West has a 2-point lead, 5-3. Up the floor, Babbitt, 3-ball. No good, too strong, and Schaefer gets the rebound. Babbitt fell down. Bellevue West has numbers, but they're going to choose to slow it up instead. And here comes Annika Brown just slowly crossing the timeline. Schaefer, top of the key. Now to Brown, right wing. Screen left by Schaefer. They try to run a little pick and roll. It was not successful. Now Kenzie Melcher comes back. Top of the key, has it, drives left side on Babbitt. Layup, no good, too strong. Rebound being tipped around a couple times, and it'll be corralled by Kenzie Felcher of Bellevue West. Entry pass down low to Peterson. She needs help. She dishes it out. Brown, left wing, guarded by Cora Olson. They'll take a screen right by Peterson. Now Brown takes the contact, hits the bucket. They're going to say no shot, so it'll be a foul on the floor. That'll be Finkenbeiner's second. So it looks like Bellevue West, kind of their game plan is to go right at Millard South, try to get them in some foul trouble. Juliana Jones checks in for Finkelbeiner. Bellevue West to inbound underneath their own hoop. They entry pass down low. Peterson kicks it out. 3-ball on the way. Felstead, no good, and the rebound bounces right into the hands of Chloe Lemon for Millard South. Up the floor to Belt. Now right wing. Now back to Lemon. Top of the key. Working on Wharton. She drives right in and layup. No good, but she is fouled by Danny Peterson. Peterson didn't like the call, but that'll be Peterson's first.
Thunderbird foul number 50, Danny Peterson. That's her first personal foul. The Thunderbird's first of the half. Chloe Lemon at the line, shooting 2.
Lemon at the line to shoot 2. She hits the first. It's 5-4. Bellevue West with a 1-point lead. 4:27 to play. Danielle Coyer checks in for the Thunderbirds. And Lemon hits both of them for the Patriots. So we're all tied up at 5 apiece. Wharton gets the inbound pass. Millard South has extended a little bit. Wharton beats Babbitt off the dribble there. Now across the floor to Melcher. She drives, and there's going to be a charging foul called on Kenzie Melcher as Cora Olson put her body on the line, took the fall, and got the charge.
That's her first personal foul. Second team foul of the half.
Maya Babbitt crosses the timeline. She's guarded by Wharton of Bellevue West, uses up her dribble. Now bounce passes it to Belt on the left wing. Annika Brown ready to check in at the next dead ball for Bellevue West. Cora Olson, spin move, right side of the key. Takes the contact. Layup is good. It rattles home. Nice move by Cora Olson as Millard South has taken the lead right back, 7-5. Melcher trying to pass it to Wharton. May have gotten away with an over and back call, violation, but the turnover charge to Bellevue West, and Millard South gets a layup on the other end. Thunderbirds still trying to push it. Wharton, floater in the lane, no good, too short, and the rebound will bounce towards Lemon for Millard South, and she will cross the timeline up the floor to Belt. Now to Babbitt. She thought about that three. She hasn't hit any of them since her first one that she hit right as we got going. Olson, jumper, elbow, no good, to the right a little bit. A couple players fighting for the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Patriots.
Thunderbirds, number 50, Danny Peterson, and number 0, Tika Russell Brown. And in for the Patriots, number 5, Miranda Kelly.
9-5 is your score. Millard South up by 4 over Bell West. 3:21 to play, opening quarter. Inbound pass to Lemon. She drives, kicks. Olson thought about the three from the right wing, takes a step back. Now cross-court pass to Miranda Kelly, who's freshly checked in for Millard South. Lemon, right wing. Now to Juliana Jones. She dribbles across the perimeter, trying to find some help. Now finds Babbitt, right wing. She'll pull up. Three ball on the way. Babbitt, no good. And the rebound goes into Wharton's hands. Up the floor, all the way to Peterson. Bellevue West in transition. Jump stop, layup, no good. Peterson gets her own miss, puts it back up, no good as well. And there's Juliana Jones for the miss. Jones brings it across the timeline, has it at the top of the key. Now it's Lemon, down low to Kelly, back out to Lemon. Down low, Olson in the lane. Layup is good. It's 11-5. Millard South with a 6-point lead. And we have a timeout on the floor. When we come back in 30 seconds, we'll have the final 2 minutes and 31 seconds left of the first quarter. Coming up next, this is high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special. 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla, just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch! Seafood at Amigos.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sainer back with you. Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's 11-5. Millard South, the number 1 seed here in Class A, has the 6-point advantage over Bell West. Bell West inbounds it. Wharton steps on the baseline. And so it's another turnover charge to the Thunderbirds. So Millard South forces one and will have possession of the basketball here with 2.5 left in the opening quarter. Bell to inbound. She finds Juliana Jones, top of the key. She's guarded by Coyer of Bell West. Jones needs help. Now Belt takes a 3-ball right side. No good. Rattles out. And Wharton gets the rebound, but gets it taken away from her by Olson, and we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Thunderbirds. Good play there by Cora Olson of Millard South to just take away that basketball right out of Wharton's hands. As Wharton now crosses the timeline, trying to push the pace, and guess who's there to meet her? Cora Olson. Peterson now has it, driving right side of the key, kicks out to Brown. She drives baseline floater, no good, nothing but air on that play, and that's going to be a traveling violation. As she shot it, well, she tried to shoot it, then she just caught it out of midair, and it'll be a traveling violation. 11-5, Millard South with a 6-point lead. 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Juliana Jones brings it across the timeline. She's met by Coyer, top of the key. Now it's Belt, left side. She drives baseline on Peterson, gets her shot blocked by Coyer, and Wharton tracks down the loose ball. Wharton pushing the pace once again, running Megan Belt next to her. Dumps it off Peterson. The pass is tipped out of bounds off of Cora Olson at her right hand, so it'll stay with the Thunderbirds underneath their own hoop. Fast-paced basketball game so far. Minute 46 to play, first quarter. Wharton to inbound. She just dumps it out top to Peterson. She'll fake the handoff to Annika Brown. Now Peterson finds Wharton off of the elbow. Right wing is Warren. She's looking back towards Dane Bacon, head coach for Bellevue West. Wharton now finds Brown, and the ball is almost tipped right into me. It's somewhere. I feel it on my feet. There it is. And so it'll stay with the Thunderbirds as it almost came right up on our table here. Faith Elmore to inbound, and she finds Wharton in the backcourt. Wharton directly in front of me, going right to left here at PBA. Peterson now back to Wharton, left wing. She tries to cross up Megan Belt. Good defense there by Belt. Kicks it out. Elmore, cross-court pass. Brown, left wing. She drives center of the key. Splits a couple defenders. No good. And the rebound goes to Miranda Kelly, and she is fouled as she was trying to move up towards their side of the floor. Foul goes on number 3, Faith Elmore, the junior. It'll stay Millard South basketball here with 1:09 to play in the first quarter. 11-5 is your score. Patriots up by 6. Babbitt back into the game for the Patriots. She has the ball right now, top of the key. Picks up her dribble, finds Megan Belt right side. They missed Chloe Lemon wide open down low on the block. Belt now with it, top of the key. They find Lemon, right wing. She's guarded by Melcher. Now kicks it back out. Babbitt with it. Back to Lemon. She drives right side, center of the key, spin move. Almost got it taken away from her. May have gotten away with a walk. Down low, Juliana Jones hits the layup. And it's 13-5. Millard South out in front by 8. So once again, I mentioned in the pregame show, Bellevue West has to score the basketball. They got to score more than 38 points if they want to stay competitive with Millard South this afternoon. In the lane, Annika Brown, right-handed layup is good. 13-7 is your score. Less than 20 seconds to go here, quarter number 1. Lemon finds Babbitt off the off-ball pick and roll. 3-ball is good, nothing but net. And Babbitt hits the 3 to put Millard South up by 9 as Megan Belt takes it away, saves it. Bellevue West now has basketball. Up the floor to Schaefer, and there's the horn. Not in time, just did not know how much time was on the clock. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, Millard South 16, Bellevue West 7. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter action. This is the Class A girls quarterfinal live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Start of the second quarter here, live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. It'll be Millard South basketball. Cora Olson has it left wing for the Patriots. Cross-court pass, Belt with it. She took too many steps and gets called for the traveling violation. 16-7, Millard South out in front by 9 over the Thunderbirds. Wharton passes it across the court to Melcher. Now up the floor. Russell Brown has it. Down low, Schaefer in the lane. Turnaround layup will rattle home, hit every part of the rim, and then down the net. And it's 16-9. Up the floor all the way to Lemon. Layup no good, too strong. But we will have a foul called. I didn't even hear the whistle. We'll have a foul called down low on number 0, Annika Russell Brown.
That's her first personal foul. Team 4 for the half. Chloe Lemon at the line, shooting 2.
Lemon goes to the line to shoot 2 shots, and she misses the first. Lemon misses both free throws there for Millard South. It's still 16-9 up the floor to Russell Brown. Now Wharton, 3-ball, near corner, no good, too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Danny Peterson of Bellevue West. It will go to the Patriots. 7:19 to go. Quarter number 2, 16-9 is your score. Millard South out in front by 7. Babbitt slowly dribbling it across the timeline. She's picked up by Wharton, left wing. Now it's Olson, top of the key, guarded by Schaefer of Bellevue West. She drives right. Now spin move back into the center of the lane. Right-handed up and under. Layup good is good. Nice move there by Cora Olson. And now here comes Bellevue West trying to push the pace once again. Wharton has it, now slows it up, gives it to Russell Brown. Now Peterson, top of the key, guarded closely by Olson. Now Peterson finds Melcher on the left wing about 5 yards away from us. Melcher bounce passes to Wharton, who cuts down the center of the lane. Layup no good. Offensive rebound to Schaefer. She loses possession of the basketball as Finkenbeiner comes away with it. She has it top of the key. Finkenbeiner stops at the elbow. Cross-court pass. Babbitt. Now to Lemon. Back to Babbitt. She'll pull. That three ball on the way is good. Maya Babbitt has hit 3 3-pointers today. She's already up to 9 points as Danny Peterson falls out of bounds with the basketball. Another turnover charge to Bellevue West. So 6:17 to play here. First half, 21-9. Millard South out in front by 12. And if you're Bell West, you're kind of in danger right now. You got to figure out a way to score some points. As Lemon passes cross court to Babbitt. Like I said, she's had 3 trifectas in today's game. Belt back to Babbitt. Babbitt tries another one and hits. Maya Babbitt has 4 3-pointers, and Dane Bacon has to call a full timeout, and we will step aside as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Your score, Millard South 24, Bell West 9. This is high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Are you dragging through each day? Most people are dehydrated or deficient in essential vitamins, minerals, and more. Live Hydration Spa helps you get more out of your life with their IV hydration treatments to help with anti-aging, weight loss, endurance, and more. Their performance packages can help you feel better doing your normal daily routine with boosts of energy and vitality, an increase in immunity, and quicker athletic recovery. Call today for an appointment at 402-413-2042 or walk in at 71st and Pioneers. Live Hydration Spa.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bell West is down by 15 to Millard South here. 5:56 to go in the first half. Sideline inbound here for Bell West. They find Wharton in the backcourt. Now she tries to split a couple defenders, does so successfully. Entry pass down low. Schaefer can't hang on to it, and it goes out of bounds off the Thunderbirds.
Check in from the Patriots, number 22, Olson.
Cora Olson is checked back in for Millard South as Megan Belt takes a seat. And Finkenbeiner now has it top of the key for Millard South. Hands it off. Babbitt, who has 12 points so far, has it left side now. Olson, she drives, spin move in the lane, almost gets it taken away. Back out Babbitt, trying for her 5th 3 and hits. Up the floor to Peterson, and the layup is good for Bell West, so that breaks a run going off by Millard South. It's 27-11, but the bigger story, Maya Babbitt, 5 3-pointers here, and she tries another one, no good. And there's an offensive rebound. Back out to Babbitt, right side, now to Olson, left wing, guarded by Danny Peterson. Olson drives left side, gets it knocked out of her hands, and it'll go to Bellevue West. As it must have touched her knee as it went out of bounds. Holy smokes, Maya Babbitt, 5 3-pointers here with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. So Annika Russell-Brown slowly bringing it across the timeline here. She's picked up by Babbitt on the right wing. Now it's Coyer with it. Back to Brown. Has the top of the key. Down low. Gets a pass deflected. Taken away by Maya Babbitt. Up the floor. Outlet pass. Lemon in transition. Layup. No good. And we have a foul called. The ref did not have his whistle on, or excuse me, in his hand. So he tried to just make a noise with his mouth. So it was a foul on Faith Elmore. Her second. 4:51 to play. Second quarter, 27-11. Millard South up by 16. Lemon at the line and misses the free throw. She is now 0 of 3 from the line on the evening. I guess afternoon. Lemon bounces once, bounces twice, And the shot will be no good. She's 0-4 from the free throw line on the evening or afternoon now. And Bellevue West gets the defensive rebound up. Splitting a couple defenders goes Russell Brown. Has Finkenbeiner behind her. Now kicks out. 3 ball on the way. Melcher no good. And defensive rebound goes to Maya Babbitt. Up the floor to Finkenbeiner. Millard South trying to get some points going here. Finds a cutting Chloe Lemon. Left-handed layup is good. And it's 29-11. Millard South out in front by 18. This is just what they do. They crank up the defensive intensity as Russell Brown dumps it off to Coyer in the post. Back out. Russell Brown tries a 3-ball of her own. No good. Coyer gets the offensive board. Now it's Elmore with it. Looking for some help. Finds Russell Brown near the H in the Huskers logo. That's in center court here. This is what Millard South does. They just score. And crank up the defensive intensity quite a bit. Cross-court pass, Peterson, far side, right in front of the Patriots bench. Backs it out. Now she has it at the top of the key. Gives it to Russell Brown, left wing, guarded by Cora Olson. She drives center of the lane. Might have pushed off a little bit there. Russell Brown, floater in the lane, no good. Rattles around the rim and out. Off back iron, and here comes Millard South. Finkenbeiner in transition, right-handed layup. It's good. And it's up to a 20-point Millard South lead. 3:27 to play, second quarter. As we have a timeout on the floor, it's charged to Dane Bacon. It is a full timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Hoops on 93.7 The Ticket.
Where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When you choose ethanol at the pump, you're not only saving the second largest producer of ethanol, which is proudly made with locally grown field corn. Every time you fill up with higher ethanol blends like E15, E30, and E85, you're supporting Nebraska farmers and strengthening our economy. Right now, only about 4% of Nebraska-produced ethanol is being used in Nebraska. Let's do more to support local agriculture. Fuel a stronger tomorrow. Choose ethanol. Learn more at fueledbynebraska.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bellevue West basketball down 20 here, 3:21 to play, second quarter. Wharton has it, looking for some help. Gives it to Peterson now, top of the key, almost tripped over her own feet. Now it's Melcher, 3-ball, wide open, near corner, no good. Offensive rebound is bounced from Peterson, and then Cora Olson somehow comes up with it, and she'll bring it across the timeline for Millard South. Driving on Wharton is Olson, gets bumped a couple times. Now Babbitt has it near the center court line, guarded by Elmore. Babbitt drives, kicks out, Megan Belt with it, left wing. She's guarded by Danny Peterson. Now gives it to Miranda Kelly, back to Olson. Now Babbitt to Belt. Millard South working it around the perimeter. Megan Belt has it. Now Babbitt, left side. Ooh, thought about another three. As Babbitt drives, wide open lane. Layup is no good, too short. And the rebound goes to Bellevue West, and here comes Wharton for the Thunderbirds. Wharton, right wing, has it, guarded by Belt. She drives, center of the key. Nobody's turned around. Floater in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound from Wharton, gets her own miss, and the putback is good for Taryn Wharton. And it's 31-13. Bell West down by 18. Olson now with it for the Patriots. Top of the key. Pass deflected out of bounds off the hands of Wharton of Bellevue West. So it'll stay Patriots basketball. Chloe Lemon and Juliana Jones check in for Millard South as Finkenbeiner and Olson check out. Danielle Coyer takes a seat for Bellevue West as well. They sideline inbound here to Babbitt, right side, guarded by Faith Elmore. Don't want to give her too much space. She's already hit 5 threes. Pass deflected out of bounds off the Thunderbirds, so it'll stay with the Patriots once again. It's 31-13, 2 minutes to go here, quarter number 2. Inbound pass to Babbitt, has it top of the key, guarded by Elmore. She drives left side, Belt tries a 3-ball, left side, no good, too strong, and the rebound bounces out to Lemon of Millard South, so another opportunity here for the Patriots. Jones with it, looking for some help. Hands it off to Babbitt. Right side, she'll pull up. Right wing three ball, no good. Barely hit the rim, but another offensive rebound as Lemon cuts to the lane. No good on the layup. And another offensive rebound. 4 opportunities here for Millard South. Belt drives left side in the lane. No layup, too strong. And finally, Bellevue West comes up with the defensive rebound as Melcher brings it across the timeline. She drives, spin move in the lane, gets double teamed, took too many steps here as she may have rolled her right ankle as she was driving in the key, trying to spin and split a couple Patriot defenders. She comes up hobbling a little bit, but regardless, it's turnover, 31-13, Millard South with the basketball, minute 17 to play here until halftime. Make sure you stick around for the Southeast Community College halftime show. We'll be doing that, a couple minutes into halftime.
Danny Peterson, that's her second personal foul, team 6th of the half. Back of the Thunderbirds, number 0, Nika Russell Brown. And number 55, Danielle Coyer.
Juliana Jones with it for Millard South as she gets called for a double dribble. So a turnover for Millard South. Bellevue West basketball, minute 5 to play here until halftime, 31-13. Millard South with a big lead as a pass from Wharton intended for Elmore goes out of bounds, out of her reach, and almost hits head coach Bryce Myers of Millard South. So once again, the Thunderbirds answer the Patriots turnover with a turnover of their own. Jones has it, now to Kelly, back to Jones. Patriots working around the perimeter here. Megan Belt with it, left wing. Guarded by Russell Brown, back to Jones. Closer to the top of the key. Now finds Kelly to Belt, right side. Back to Jones, top of the key, guarded by Coyer. Good defense there by Danielle Coyer. Now Belt with it, right wing. She dribbles in for a moment, now kicks it back out. To Jones, left side. 25 seconds left on the ticker. Babbitt with it, back to Jones. Now to Lemon, left side. Guarded by Schaefer, back to Jones, top of the key, guarded by Danielle Coyer. 17 seconds left on the clock. Jones still has it, left side. She tries to get an angle on Coyer, can't do so successfully. Hands it off to Lemon, who drives, spin move in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. 7 seconds on the clock, and here comes Bellevue West in transition. Wharton, left-handed layup, no good. She's hit hard and takes a fall, and she's still laying on the ground here with 3.5 seconds to play until halftime. So Wharton finally gets up. She's hurting bad, though. It seems like holding her lower back. But Taryn Wharton will be at the line to shoot 2 shots for Bellevue West. First one's good. Second one for Wharton is good as well. It's 31-16. Millard South leads by 15. Babbitt, as the horn expires, 3-ball no good. And at halftime, your score, Millard South 31, Bellevue West 15. Don't go anywhere. In a couple minutes here, we will have the Southeast Community College halftime show coming up next. This is Class A girls basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
DBAT Lincoln Baseball and Softball Academy is a cut above the rest. Their indoor climate-controlled facility lets you work out regardless of weather, and their 18 batting cages provide plenty of opportunities to get your work in. Their professional instructors don't just know baseball and softball, they live and breathe it. Learn more about their membership pricing or birthday party rentals by calling 402-882-3228 or going to dbatlincoln.com. DBAT, developing beliefs, attitudes, and traditions both on and off the field.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Challenge, archery, chess, foot golf, fishing. Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basements? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special. 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch. Seafood at Amigos.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Class A girls quarterfinals. Millard South leads Bellevue West at the break, 31-15. Have about 7 minutes left in this halftime. This is the Southeast Community College halftime show. Discover your path to possible at SCC. Learn more at southeast.edu. Storyline of the first half, Millard South jumped out into that big 20-point lead at one point, 31-11 at one point here late in the second quarter. And a big reason was because of Maya Babbitt. Hit 5 3-pointers in that first half alone. Had 5 of them by about halfway through the second quarter. So pretty impressive performance from her. She leads all scorers on either side with 15 points in this afternoon's game. Danny Peterson leads Bellevue West with 5 points of her own, which if you look at the scoreboard, that's a third of Bellevue West points. So we mentioned in the pregame show, folks, Bellevue West is going to have to score more than 30 points to win this game, or at least stay competitive. And the first half kind of explained that perfectly as Millard South drops on average, 75 points per game, and they're close to that average, 31 in the first half, while Bellevue West beat and won that district final game over Pius with 38 points. So if you're Bell West, you got to find some offense consistently here in this second half if you want to stay competitive in advance to play the winner of Omaha Central and number 5 seed Lincoln Southwest on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. All right, once again, just kind of recap the day. Scott took down Blair in our first game of the day. That was a 9 a.m. tip-off. I had to call for that one. Really good one. Nenefu of Scott Catholic, really impressive performance for him, as well as just Scott using their bigs. Kyle Jurgens figuring out how to use their bigs and intimidate Blair. Luke Ladwig finished his career extremely successful guard for the Bears and them down out there in Blair. So really impressive career for Luke Ladwig wrapped up this morning at PBA. Then in the second game, Platteview came from behind top number 5 seed Bennington in our 10:45 game. And this is our third game of the day, but we're not even done yet. After this game, we will have Omaha Central, the 4 seed, playing number 5 seed Lincoln Southwest. Then at 6 p.m., it's Pius X as the 7 seed playing Taylor McCabe and number 2 seed Fremont. And then the nightcap is Lincoln High and that incredible story from Dominique Kelly, the former Husker, one of the Husker all-time greats, taking on Bellevue East at 7:45 p.m. That'll do it for our Southeast Community College halftime show. Discover your path to possible at SEC. Learn more at southeast.edu. Once again, your halftime score, Millard South 31, Bellevue West 15. We'll be back in a couple minutes. This is the Class A quarterfinals for girls basketball, the state tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Challenge, archery, chess, foot golf. Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. At Foundation Repair, we fix basements.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts. More celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special. 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch! Seafood at Amigos.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. Started the second half at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Millard South and Bell West. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us all Monday long and what we hope to be all week long here from the state tournament at Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're sitting courtside, beautiful seats, great crowd on hand. Folks are starting to pile in for Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest, which will get going at about 3:45 or so, barring anything crazy happening. 31-15 is your halftime score. Millard South out in front by 16. It'll be Bellevue West basketball, though, to begin the second half. They'll be going left to right now from my vantage point. Still wearing those black jerseys with gold script but purple numbers, while Millard South has their white jerseys with red numbers and red lettering that say Patriots across the chest. Brown has it. Top of the key, gets double teamed. Now down low to Peterson. She turns on Olson, puts up the layup, no good. Offensive rebound to Schaefer, puts it back up, no good on the second attempt. And it will be Millard South basketball up the floor, taken away by Russell Brown now. Russell Brown in transition on Cora Olson. And we're going to have a charge as Anika Russell Brown gets called for the charge.
Foul number 0. Anika Russell Brown, that's her second personal foul.
That'll be Russell Brown's second. 7:30 to play here, quarter number 3. Millard South with their first possession of the second half. Finkenbeiner has it, top of the key, looking for some help. Finds Megan Belt right side. Once again, Megan Belt, 51-0 in her career at home for Millard South. Olson spinning in the lane, kicks it out. Belt tries a 3-ball from the side. It's good. Megan Belt up the floor. Peterson now with it. Right-handed layup. No good as Peterson missed a wide open layup. 34-15 is your score. Nobody's stopping ball for Bellevue West, but then Melcher takes it away from Olson, and Bellevue West comes up with a turnover. So here comes Schaefer driving, gets it poked away from behind by Chloe Lemon, and she comes up with loose basketball. So a couple sloppy possessions here early on in the second half. Lemon has it right side, guarded by Russell Brown. Now cross court to Babbitt. She hit 5 threes in the first half. She drives, kicks it out. Finkenbeiner, near side corner, finds a cutting Chloe Lemon. Left-handed layup, no good. And here comes Wharton for Bellevue West. Crosses the timeline, guarded by Babbitt. Wharton right side now with it, right in front of the scores table here. Picks up her dribble, now finds Peterson top of the key. She drives right side on Finkenbeiner. Kicks out Wharton, 3-ball on the way, no good. But we're going to have a traveling violation called on Taryn Wharton. So once again, another turnover here as Millard South's lead is now 34-15 with 6:19 to go in the third. Babbitt brings it across the center court line, finds Chloe Lemon, right wing. Lemon looking for some help, finds Belt, right side, now to Babbitt, farther, pops a 3-ball on the way, it's good! And Maya Babbitt has 6 3-pointers now, and she's up to 18 points as she now fouls Anika Russell Brown. We're going to see if it was on Babbitt or, yes, it will be on Babbitt. So it's Babbitt's second.
Third personal foul.
Scratch that, third. I forgot to mark one down. Wharton gets the inbound pass, working on Finkenbeiner. She has it top of the key. Floater in the lane. No good. Rattles out, and Finkenbeiner gets the defensive rebound. So up the floor to Babbitt. Now Babbitt crosses the timeline for Millard South. She pushes the pace. Gets bumped by Melcher. Still has possession of the basketball, and now we'll have a foul away from the ball. Charged to Danny Peterson. That's her third.
Foul number 15, Danny Peterson. Her third personal foul. Second team foul for the Thunderbirds.
And so Millard South basketball underneath their own bucket. Finkenbeiner to inbound, looking for some help. Dishes it out top to Juliana Jones. Now Megan Belt with it, right wing, guarded by Schaefer of Bellevue West. She dribbles it to the top of the key. Screen left from Lemon. They tried the pick and roll play, but no dice on that one. Cora Olson drives in the lane. No good. Gets her shot blocked. Gets her own miss. Olson trying to find some help. Gets it stripped away by Wharton. Wharton out and running, left side, working on Megan Belt. Spin move in the lane. Nice finish. If she can convert, she can't. And Schaefer gets the offensive rebound and is fouled. She is fouled, I believe, by number 33, Juliana Jones. That's her first.
Personal foul. The Patriots' second of the half.
Man, Wharton made a pretty move on the left side of the lane there. If she could have finished, would have been extremely impressive, but unable to finish that layup as it rattled out. Inbound pass to Peterson. Layup in the lane, no good. And Peterson almost fouled Cora Olson, but here comes the Patriots up the floor. Belt in transition. Layup is good. It's 39-15. Millard South with a 24-point advantage here. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Anika Russell-Brown with it, left side, guarded by Chloe Lemon. She dribbles it to the top of the key. Now dishes it to Peterson, who has it on the Essen Huskers, and she took too many steps with it. Traveling violation.
Back in for the Thunderbirds, number 55, Daniel Hoyer.
Finkenbeiner gets the inbound pass across the timeline, guarded by Wharton. Wharton playing some tough defense on Finkenbeiner. Now it's Olson with it, drives right side, almost gets it taken away from her. Now out top to Lemon. She spin moves in the lane. Left-handed layup is good. Nice move by Chloe Lemon. Wow, nice move there by Lemon, number 24 in white there, as Millard South now leads 41-15. Schaefer looking for some help, finds Anika Russell-Brown. Has it right side, working on Megan Belt. Now it's Schaefer with it. Top key to Melcher, working on Finkenbeiner to may have gotten away with a travel, but we're going to call a foul instead on Millard South. And that's exactly what Bryce Myers of Millard South is asking. Are we not calling travels? Foul's going to be called on number 22, Cora Olson. That's her first.
Kenzie Melcher shooting two.
Melcher at the line. Hits the first. 76% on the year. And Melcher misses the second one, but almost got her own miss. And now here comes Cora Olson for Millard South. Crosses the timeline. Jump stop. Now Lemon, top of the key, gets picked up by Wharton. Now Juliana Jones, right side, right in front of the Patriots bench. She dribbles, top of the key, now to the elbow. Tries to dump it off to Megan Belt, loses possession of the basketball, and here comes on Anika Russell-Brown. Up the floor, Schaefer in the lane, no good on the layup, and the defensive rebound goes to Finkenbeiner. And she'll have to slow things up as Millard South did not have numbers, but now we have an offensive foul called on Finkenbeiner. That's going to be her third. As Schaefer may have sold it just a tad. Schaefer may have sold that just a tad. But at the end of the day, got the call, and Bellevue West now has the basketball down 41-16. Melcher in the lane, and she's going to get called for a charging foul. Refs are a little charge happy these last two possessions here. 41-16 your score. Millard South with a big lead. 3:30 to go here in quarter number 3. Here comes Babbitt. She's hit 6 threes so far this afternoon. Leads team with 18 points. Olson with it. Left side, drive, center of the key, looking for some help. Kicks it out to Miranda Kelly. Juliana Jones, 3-ball is good. Right in front of the Patriots bench, Juliana Jones hits her first trifecta of the afternoon. And it's now 44-16. Anika Russell-Brown on the other end gets fouled. I believe the foul is going to be called on Chloe Lemon. And it sure will be. Her first.
That's her first personal foul. Team fifth of the half.
So going to line is Anika Russell-Brown going to line. 56% on the year. And the first one is no good. It rattles out. So I mentioned in the pregame show, Dane Bacon's done a good job in his 4 years of turning around this program. First time in the state tournament under his leadership. 2019 when he took over, they were 8-15. 2020, they were 10-14. Last season, 13-9. And now this year, 19-6 and in the state tournament for the first time under his leadership. So turning it around, just need to figure out a way to score the basketball. They're down 44-17 with 3 minutes exactly on the clock left in the third quarter. It is a full timeout charge to Millard South, so we'll take a 30-second breather. You're listening to high school basketball from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you choose ethanol at the pump, you're not only saving livelihoods. Nebraska is the second largest producer of ethanol, which is proudly made with locally grown field corn. Every time you fill up with higher ethanol blends like E15, E30, and E85, you're supporting Nebraska farmers and strengthening our economy. Right now, only about 4% of Nebraska-produced ethanol is being used in Nebraska. Let's do more to support local agriculture. Fuel a stronger tomorrow. Choose ethanol. Learn more at fueledbynebraska.com.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Millard South has the basketball, misses the shot from the elbow, does Juliana Jones. They're up 44-17 with 2:47 to play in the third quarter.
Feature foul number 5, Miranda Kelly. Her first
Foul's going to be called on Miranda Kelly on the attempted rebound there. It's going to be her first. And now Danny Peterson has it, top of the key for Bellevue West. Hands it off to Melcher, guarded by Cora Olson. Now it's going to be Faith Elmore. She drives left side of the lane. Layup no good, too strong. And Olson gets the rebound for Millard South. Here comes Juliana Jones crossing the timeline. She gets greeted there by Danielle Coyer. Now Babbitt to Chloe Lemon. Left side, three ball on the way, no good. And the rebound will be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Miranda Kelly of Millard South. So it'll go to the Thunderbirds. Reminder, after we're all finished up here, at about 25 minutes following the conclusion of this one, DP will have the call of number 4 seed Omaha Central and number 5 seed Lincoln Southwest. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game, starting once again around 3:45-ish. Anika Russell Brown has it left side, guarded by Kelly. Now they switch Lemon onto Russell Brown. She's trying to find a crease in that Millard South defense. Now Peterson has it, top of the key. Almost walked with it. Now Felstead has it for Bellevue West, looking to drive right side. Now just dishes it back out top to Wharton. Wharton has it. Right side. Now Peterson, top of the key, guarded by Finkenbeiner. Falstead, left side, cross-court pass. Russell Brown with it. Tries to drive baseline on Lemon, does so successfully. Layup is no good. Just can't hit the basic layup here. Falstead finally gets the floater to go, and Bell West have surpassed 20 points this afternoon. They're down 44-19. Scratch that. They're down 44-19. Megan Belt with it left side, gets trapped by Wharton, and we're going to have to timeout on the floor. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. Just a reminder, if you're just now joining us, we'll have a total of 32 games coming your way on the ticket this week between today and Saturday. Also, Lincoln Southwest, it'll be the first time today at PBA that we'll have a team from Lincoln. I know Lincoln Lutheran played at Devaney earlier today, but it'll be the first time that we have a Lincoln team at PBA coming up at 3:45. And I can tell you, folks, Lincoln Southwest students have already started filing in. That student section is about to be half full of just Southwest students, and their game doesn't start for another hour and a half. Here comes Finkenbeiner. Has it left side, takes the screen left from from Juliana Jones. Now Finkenbeiner has it top of the key, guarded by Coyer. Gives it to Cora Olson. Now to Belt, left side, guarded by Peterson. Finkenbeiner, near corner, down low on the block to Juliana Jones, out top. Olson, three ball on the way, no good, off to the left, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Bellevue West basketball. 55 seconds left on the clock here, quarter number 3. Wharton gets the inbound pass. Full court heave up to Coyer. Layup in the lane is good. Bellevue West is going to need a lot more of those to stay competitive in this one. And here comes Millard South. Juliana Jones, left side. Gets picked up by Wharton. Now Coyer. Now Falstead. Down low to a cutting Olson. Right side of the key. Taking the contact. Layup no good. And the rebound bounces out to Anika Russell-Brown. In transition go the Thunderbirds. Move in the lane. No good on the layup. And Dane Bacon just throws his palms up in the air like, are we not calling that? As Anika Russell-Brown took a fall. And now on the other end, Cora Olson hits the deck hard and gets called for the free throw line here as that foul went on Falstead. So Olson at the line to shoot two. She hits the first.
Back in for the Patriots, number 24, Chloe Lemon.
Chloe Lemon back in for Millard South
Back in for
with 18.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Olson takes two dribbles and misses the second one. It's 45-21 within 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wharton trying to cross the timeline, gets doubled, now gets the ball taken away, stripped, bodies on the floor. We'll have a jump ball. Ball will go to Millard South.
Back in for Bellevue West, number 2, Grace Schaefer.
8.4 seconds left on the clock here, quarter number 3. Millard South leads 45-21, looking like the number 1 seed this afternoon at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Belt trying to work on Wharton. Drives, 3 seconds on the clock. Belt still driving, layup in the lane as time expires. It's good. And at the end of 3 quarters, Millard South is up big on Bellevue West, 47-21. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the final quarter of action live from PBA coming up next in 60 seconds. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Challenge, archery, chess, foot golf, fishing. Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
School basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here. Bellevue West misses their first shot. It'll be Millard South basketball. 7:44 to play in this one. Millard South up 47-21. And barring anything wild, they will advance to the semifinals on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Babbitt with it. Ball gets tipped out of bounds right into our table. So Belt to inbound it here for Millard South. Schaefer guarding the inbound. Close to a 5 seconds, and that will be 5-second call. It's good defense there by Grace Schaefer of Bell West. So now it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Wharton with it, crosses the timeline on the right side. They run Peterson off of a pick and roll. She gets fouled down low. I believe that's going to be on Finkenbeiner. If so, that'll be her fourth. It sure is. Peterson at the line. Air ball is the first free throw. Peterson's second free throw, no good, too short as well. Rebounded by Grace Schaefer. We're going to have a foul called It's going to be on Finkenbeiner, I believe. And if so, she's fouled out. It sure is. So Finkenbeiner is done, and she doesn't like the call, but I can see from my point of view, she literally had her left arm around the body of Grace Schaefer, and took Grace Schaefer down to the floor. So Schaefer will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. First one for Schaefer is no good. Just 52% on the year. Schaefer's second one, it will rattle home. It's now 47-22. Lemon gets the inbound pass for Millard South, crosses at the timeline, 7:19 to play in this one. Babbitt now with it. She's been relatively quiet after bursting onto the scene with those 5 first-half threes. Belt has it, top of the key, now to Lemon, right side. She dribbles left side now, hands it off to Babbitt. Tracks down the loose ball near the center court line. Babbitt now tries to drive left side, get an angle on Wharton, can't do so. Now it's Olson with it. Kicks out, Lemon, 3-ball near side corner. It's good. And it's 50-22. It's a 28-point game. Make it 26 as Peterson gets the layup to go. Back the other way we go. Babbitt with it, top of the key. Now Wharton guarding her. Juliana Jones with it, right side, guarded by Peterson. Back out Babbitt, and she loses possession of the basketball out of bounds right into the Millard South bench. So it'll be Bellevue West ball. 6:27 to play. 50-24 is your score. Thunderbirds with the basketball here. Wharton has it. Full court pass up the floor to Schaefer. Now dumps it off Peterson. Layup is good for Danny Peterson. It's now 50-26. Millard South with the lead. Belt grabs the inbound pass. Now brings it across the timeline, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Charged to Millard South. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Class A quarterfinal action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
.609 to play. 50-26 is your score. Millard South up by 24 points. Nick Sandert with you at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Class A quarterfinal action. Lemon drives, kicks out. Babbitt tries her 7th three of the game and hits. Maya Babbitt is up to 21 points as Peterson drives and is fouled on the other end, but Maya Babbitt has now hit 7 threes in the game.
Patriot foul number 22 for Olson. Her second
and she is up to 21 points.
Danny Peterson at the line, shooting 2.
Fouls on Cora Olson as Peterson goes to the line. She hits the first free throw. That's Olson's second personal foul.
Number 5, Miranda Kelly. And back in for the Thunderbirds.
So Olson takes a seat. So does Grace Schaefer for Bellevue West. Danielle Coyer enters for Bellevue West while Miranda Kelly checks in for Millard South. Peterson missed the second free throw, so here comes Lemon up across the timeline. Guarded by Wharton is Chloe Lemon. She still has the basketball here, finds Megan Belt on the right side. Belt now dribbles to the top of the key, gives to Juliana Jones. Jones with it left side, working on Coyer. She now drives right, gives it back out to Lemon. Lemon looking for an opening, up and under, left hand. It rattles home somehow, some way. Chloe Lemon got that layup to go. Couldn't even find the basket. And here comes Bellevue West. Coyer kicks out. Melcher back down to Coyer, working on Juliana Jones. Turnaround no good, but the cleanup from Danny Peterson is, and it's 55-29. So here comes Millard South. Chloe Lemon Near corner, guarded by Wharton. And we're going to have a blocking foul called on Chloe Wharton. Or excuse me, on Taryn Wharton, as she was guarding Chloe Lovin.
That's her first personal foul. Thunderbirds fifth of the half. Back to the Patriots, number 22, Cora Olson. In for the Thunderbirds, number 5.
So Cora Olson checks back in real quickly for the Patriots. Lemon to inbound, finds Babbitt. Guarded by Anika Russell-Brown. Babbitt drives up and under, no good on the layup, but she is fouled hard, takes her hit and falls to the deck, and so she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. 4:47 to play, Millard South up big, 55-29 over the Thunderbirds of Bell West.
Maya Babbitt at the line, shooting 2.
Babbitt, a junior, already surpassed 1,000 career points back in January. She hits the first free throw. Now she's up to 22. And now Babbitt has 23 with that second made free throw. 57-29 is your new score. Millard South up. Peterson has it top of the key, guarded by Cora Olson. Anika Russell-Brown now with it, top of the key. Down low, Danny Peterson tries to dump it off to Coyer. Layup on the left side of the glass is good. And it's back to a 28-point Millard South lead. Juliana Jones drives right side in the lane, puts up the shot, no good, no call either. Danny Peterson trying to run the length of the floor. Now she'll slow it up after she crosses the timeline, and she finds Wharton down low. Anika Russell-Brown in the lane, layup no good, gets her own miss. Follow-up shot is good, and it's a 57-33 game as Bellevue West takes a 30-second timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here with 4:03 to play. So 4:03 to play, 57-33. Millard South, barring anything wild, will advance to the semifinal, I should say, on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Who do they play? We'll find out in about 2.5 hours when the conclusion of our next game, Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest, is all finished. DP will be on the call for that one right here on the ticket. So out of the timeout, 57-33. Patriots up big. 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Babbitt to inbound, finds Olson. Bellevue West has extended their full court defense. Olson breaks it with little to no problem, looking for some help. Finds Miranda Kelly now to Belt. Top of the key, guarded by Anika Russell-Brown. Now finds Juliana Jones, right wing, down low in the paint to Olson. Back out, Juliana Jones, 3-ball, right wing. It's good. 60-33 is now your new score. Anika Russell-Brown will try a 3 of her own left wing. It's good. This game could be a lot more interesting if teams just continue to trade threes back and forth, as Olson now has it left wing. She drives, gets it taken away from behind, but luckily loose ball goes right into the hands of Juliana Jones, who dishes it off to Megan Belt. Now back to Jones, and she is fouled as Danny Peterson tried to step in the passing lane and take that one away. Got a little bit too much of the body of Juliana Jones. So that'll be Peterson's 4th personal foul. With it being the team's 7th foul of the half, Juliana Jones goes to the line to shoot 1-1. And she hits the first. Juliana Jones, a junior, averaging just around 6.5 points per game. Has 7.3 rebounds per contest, but also leads the team in blocks with 28 on the year. So Jones' second back end of the one-on-one is good as well. It's 62-36. As now Bell West tries to continue breaking down this Millard South defense. Wharton has it left side. Now down low, Schaefer can't hold on to the basketball, and it goes out of bounds off of the Thunderbirds.
Number 3, Faith Delpar. Number 55, Daniel Coyer. Into the 4, Kenzie Melcher.
A couple reserves have checked in now for Bell West, including Danielle Coyer, Zyle Dotzler, a freshman, as well as Faith Elmore. Babbitt drives left side. Now Olson, left wing. to Juliana Jones. Now Megan Belt with it, right side, hands it off to Olson. Ella Hawkinson ready to check in at the next dead ball. Juliana Jones tries her a thrown three ball. No good, way too strong. And here comes Anika Russell-Brown for Bell West. Right wing, down low in the paint. Intended for Coyer, goes out of bounds.
Checking in for the Patriots, number 15, Ella Hawkinson.
And now a laundry list of substitutions come in, an entire group. Tegan Noli, as well as Jayla Cleveland. Branwyn Gramke, they all check in. All three of them freshmen.
Patriot foul number 31, Jayla Cleveland. That's her first personal foul, team 10.
Jayla Cleveland commits a foul, so going on the line to shoot 2 shots is Kenzie Melcher, a sophomore. Hits it. 76% from the charity stripe this season. 2:32 to go left in quarter number 4. 62-38 is now your new updated score. Millard South up big. As here comes Millard South, and the pass intended for Gramke is through her hands. It'll be Bellevue West basketball. And here comes Anika Russell-Brown with it. 62-38. Millard South up big. 2:18 to go here in the fourth. Russell-Brown dumps it off. Coyer in the paint. Layup is good. 62-40. So here comes Gramke. Right side working on Faith Elmore. She stops at the free throw line. Now gives it to Cleveland, who passes it to Noli. Noli dishes it off to Hawkinson. 3 ball on the way, no good. And the rebound will bounce off the hand of Jayla Cleveland and go to Bellevue West. Whole litany of substitutions coming in now for Bell West as well. Number 15, Amy Altman. Number 30, Kara Mueller, as well as Mia McVeigh, all check in for the Thunderbirds. Minute 48 to play in this Class A girls quarterfinal match. 62-40. Bellevue West down big to Millard South. Bellevue West with possession of the basketball. Layup in the lane, no good, too strong, and Cleveland gets the rebound for Millard South. Gramke bringing it across the timeline. Minute 28 to play. Now dishes it off to number 32, Amori Swanson. Now gets it taken away by McVeigh. Up the floor goes McVeigh for Bell West. Slows it up now. Passes it to Coyer. Thought about the 3 ball. Now back to McVeigh. She'll pull. Pop the 3 ball. No good. Nothing but air on that one. Looks Dane Bacon's way and says, good job. And we are good to go. 62-40 with a minute 8 to play here in quarter number 4. Millard South well on their way to the semifinal. Gramke with it, has it top of the key, dumps it off. As McVeigh takes it away once again for Bell West. She's trying to get her name in the scoring column, and she gets fouled in transition. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. McVeigh only attempted 2 free throws all season long and has missed both of them, so
That's her first personal foul.
she's only seen playing time in 11 games, but she hits this free throw. Second free throw is no good for McVeigh. Defensive rebound for Millard South. Up the floor goes Gramke. 50 seconds left on the clock here. 62-41. It's a 21-point lead for Millard South as Gramke almost lost possession of the basketball. Now dribbling left side right in front of our table here. Passes it off. Takes it away by McVeigh once again. McVeigh in transition. Right-handed layup is good. And McVeigh now has 3. 62-43. Back within 20 points. Millard South is up with 23 seconds left to play. Swanson to Hawkinson. 3 ball on the way, no good. McVeigh gets the rebound, and up the floor goes Dotzler in the lane is good. The layup is good. It's 62-45 with 3 seconds left on the clock. 2-1. There's the horn. And your final score, Millard South 62, Bellevue West 45. And Millard South will advance to the Class A semifinal coming up on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the Union Bank and Trust postgame show coming up just moments away on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. Ooh, I got an echo. Make sure that cue's off. Let's see, is that better? There we go. Thank you. Nick Sander back with you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Final score, Millard South 62, Bellevue West 45. Maya Babbitt finishes with 25 points to lead all scores for either team. And Millard South advances to the Class A semifinal on Wednesday at 6 p.m. against the winner of Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest, which is just a few moments away as well. DP will be on the call. This is the postgame show brought to you by Union Bank and Trust. Open a checking account today and receive up to a $200 cash bonus. Learn more at UBT.com. I mean, storyline of this one was kind of what we said in the pregame show. Unfortunately, Bellevue West just has to score the basketball. I mentioned that, and honestly, 45 points isn't too bad of a showing against just normal competition, but let's be honest, Millard South is just not normal competition. I mentioned some of those records. I mean, they've won 53 straight regular season games. They have 7 straight 21 seasons. They're 64-1 since 2019 against teams from the Omaha area. And they've been, part of some big blowouts this season, whether it's against Lincoln teams or Omaha South, Omaha North, and even Bellevue West like they were tonight. Thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to broadcast high school basketball on the ticket. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, Southeast Community College, Union Bank, Live Hydration Spa, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, the Nebraska Ethanol Board, DBAT Lincoln, Eustis Body Shop, the Nebraska Sports Council, A1 Automotive, EP Foundation Repair, High Electric, Aloe Fiber, and last but certainly not least, the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Once again, this has been the Union Bank and Trust post-game show. Open a checking account today and learn about how you can receive a $200 cash bonus. Learn more at UBT.com. Once again, in the first of 2 Class A quarterfinal games on the girls' side of things that you'll be able to hear on the ticket, Millard South defeats Bellevue West 62-45 to advance to Wednesday night's semifinal against the winner of Omaha Central and Lincoln Southwest. That one is about 25 minutes away. DP will be on the call, so I'll turn it over to him when we come back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Most people are dehydrated or deficient in essential vitamins, minerals, and more. Live Hydration Spa helps you get more out of your life with their IV hydration treatments to help with anti-aging, weight loss, endurance, and more. Their performance packages can help you feel better doing your normal daily routine with boosts of energy and vitality, an increase in immunity, and quicker athletic recovery. Call today for an appointment at 402-413-2042 or walk in at 71st and Pioneers. Live Hydration Spa.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When you choose ethanol at the pump, you're not only saving money, you're saving livelihoods. Nebraska is the second largest producer of ethanol, which is proudly made with locally grown field corn. Every time you fill up with higher ethanol blends like E15, E30, and E85, you're supporting Nebraska farmers and strengthening our economy. Right now, only about 4% of Nebraska-produced ethanol is being used in Nebraska. Let's do more to support local agriculture. Fuel a stronger tomorrow. Choose ethanol. Learn more at fueledbynebraska.com.
DBAT Lincoln Baseball and Softball Academy is a cut above the rest. Their indoor climate-controlled facility lets you work out regardless of weather, and their 18 batting cages provide plenty of opportunities to get your work in. Their professional instructors don't just know baseball and softball, they live and breathe it. Learn more about their membership pricing or birthday party rentals by calling 402-882-3228 or going to dbatlincoln.com. DBAT, developing beliefs, attitudes, and traditions both on and off the field.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Archery, chess, foot golf, fishing. Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basements? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special. 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch. Seafood at Amigos.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. iElectric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. iElectric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at hielectric.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket. We have high school basketball. The state tournament action is underway and been going, so we're going to have this all day, all week long. Very excited for the games coming up. VP will actually be on the call for our next one out there at Pinnacle Bank Arena here in about 15 minutes. Set to tip off will be Lincoln Southwest, the Silverhawks, and the Omaha Central Eagles. And I don't know what it is about. I mean, tournament time's obviously great to get to the championships, but there's so much feeling going involved. Only one team can end up cutting down the nets. It's that special time of year. But for all the other teams that, have made it to the tournament, just remember that was not easy either. So successful seasons for everybody around. And once again, we'll get to that here in a second. First, I want to give you an update on the scores that we've had so far throughout the tournament. A couple games coming to a close as we speak. So trying to update a few of them as we go. So you can kind of hang with me a moment here as I do grab that score here real quick. And now my pin's not working. But anyway, I'll just go ahead and say that this game just ended in girls basketball C1 action. The 7 seed Malcolm falls to the 2 seed Northman Central. The Tigers get the 49 win actually over Malcolm. Other girls basketball action today. Millard South, the game we just heard, 62. Bellevue West 45. That was expected. Millard South, the number 1 seed in Class A for the girls. Looking at some more Class C1 action. As I said, more Class A action will be underway. The 1 seed in Class C1, the Warriors Lincoln Lutheran with a 33-32 win over the 8 seed Bancroft Rosali. Also in C1, the 4 seed Broken Bow falls to the 5 seed Gothenburg 45-43. Class D2 action, we have number 1 seed Sacred Heart with a 46-29 victory over the 8 seed Wynot. Also in the 4-5 matchup, Anselmo Myrna drops to Sterling. Sterling, the 5 seed, getting the upset over the 4 seed 50-33. Finals from earlier in the boys side of the bracket. Today we have a couple D1 games, Class B and C2 underway. Let's see. Let's start with Class B. The 1 seed Scott Catholic with a 62-36 victory over the 8 seed Blair. Also in the 4-5 matchup, Platteview outlasted Bennington 60-44 there in Class B. Those are the only games that have gone final for Class B. Looking at Class C2, the last time I checked in the 4th quarter, Norfolk Catholic was on top of Cedar Catholic. I'll look to run that down real quick for you guys. Also in moving over to Class D1, actually, some games have gone final from earlier. We do have St. Patrick, the 1 seed, with a 54-49 win over Lord Central. Also D1 action, the 4-5 game, Elgin Pope John falls to the 5 seed Burwell 65-38. Excuse me. And we'll look for these other games here too. I believe I can find or run them down here quickly. Trying to run down the scores here. Meade and Dundee County Stratton. There it is, Dundee County Stratton with a 48-40 4 win over Meade. That one's gone final. Dunnicounte and Stratton expected to win that one as the 2 seed. And then there was one other game I was looking to run down was Norfolk Catholic and Cedar Catholic. So see if I can run that down real quick for you guys. It's a bit of a scramble here in the studio. I was trying to run down so many scores with the games that we're currently just playing. So I'll get that to you before the end of the show today. Again, this is just kind of a break here. Let the guys back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, DP and Nick Sainert. They're doing all the work for us, calling all the games. It's going to be a heck of a week. A lot of games. I think somewhere over 30. I think 32 games overall for the week. So they got to catch their breath once in a while. That's what we're allowing them to do right now. Then we'll be right back at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the Class A girls game that is coming up here just around the corner at 3:15. I did want to say this too. We do have a little bit of time between the game for On the Block this afternoon. So myself, Jake Bachman, and Strick will be on call, or not on call. We're not calling any games. We're just on here on the mics like we usually are. Maybe break down some of that Nebraska basketball victory. What a huge one it was as Nebraska moves into the tournament on a 3-game winning streak after beating Wisconsin last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say. And it's crazy. I mean, it's been quite the run, quite the ride for Nebraska basketball and their fans this year. But all sorts of obstacles to overcome yesterday, and beating the number 1 seed Wisconsin was the number 1 seed. I should say the co-champs now, because Illinois outlasted Iowa last night at home, so they were able to take home a part of the crown. First time for Illinois to do that since 2005, I believe. That's Darren Williams and those guys, D Brown, that type of crew. So huge fans of Nebraska are the Illinois Fighting Illini, probably. And I know they're very thankful. But Nebraska, for what it's worth, moved up out of the 14 seed into the 13 seed. They tied at the bottom with Minnesota for the worst record in the league. But again, those 3 final wins, you wouldn't have expected it. You would have expected this to be the 14 seed. So I know it's a small victory, but it's a huge deal for Nebraska. Just a week and a half ago, if you would have said they would have been the 13 seed, would have been surprising, and it certainly has been surprising. So we'll get more on that and get Strick's opinion, of course, on that as well. As we go on throughout the day. A couple other storylines to get to as well. I thought the Duke game over the weekend was fascinating. We'll get into that. I don't know if they're I'll admit, and I've said it before, I'm more on the North Carolina side of the North Carolina Duke matchup. Some of my favorite teams were those early 2000s North Carolina teams, so I kind of got into that rivalry quite a bit. So I'll have to say this from the North Carolina side. It was kind of nice to see Carolina get that victory. And then the big, everybody was paying thousands of dollars to get in there. The Duke students had sat on campus, in Chesapeakeville for so many times or so long, 2 months in those tents, all for this final game. And it was quite a scene. It was supposed to be a big party for Duke to beat North Carolina and move in and maybe get a number 1 seed overall or whatever. And now there's work to be done. So I thought it was funny the way Coach K had to kind of quiet down the crowd. They were chanting, "We want 6," which was for the 6th title. And for all that Coach K has done for that university. I thought that was a little bit disrespectful. Maybe just chant Coach K or something instead of putting all the pressure on him, because you could tell he was pretty upset after the loss. But we'll get into that. We'll get maybe some of Strick's opinions on that and kind of the feeling of that game and what it can have. And of course, lots of other sports stuff going on over the weekend and into today that we'll talk about. But I'm going to take a break. I think we will be back. It should be tipping off here in about what do we say, 7 minutes. It kind of depends on the last ending of the last game, so we'll see if they tip off right at 3:15, but I know that was the plan. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll probably send it back out to PBA for more high school basketball. DP will be on the call for the Class A girls game out there at PBA. Lincoln Southwest will be involved, so I think it's our first game with a Lincoln team, so we're excited to bring that. Of course, we want to be the home for all high school basketball, and so we're expanding our horizon beyond the Lincoln teams, but we still like the Lincoln teams getting in there and giving those calls. So that'll be next year on 93.7 The Ticket. There'll be more high school basketball right around the corner. We'll hear from you in just a second.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.